Ringside Beer Show. Welcome back, everybody. Episode 28.
Welcome back. Oh my God. All right. So right before the podcast started, I was grabbing my phone to put on Do Not Disturb, and I tried to move right back, and I was like, just caught off guard.
This guy caught the ball and then fumbled it.
I know, right? I was just like, dropped it. I was like, all right, I'm ready, guys.
It's all right, though, because we expect nothing less when it comes to you catching balls. That's all I'm saying.
That's all good, man. It's all good. Dude, I've been not picking the right fights lately. Well, I don't know what's going on. If I pick it, I'm nervous, man. If I pick
only
it, like
one of us can really have the juice, and I'm sorry, but right now it's been me. It's been your boy Jay Smooth.
Yo, you're the juice, man. You're the juice.
They call me. They call me the juice man.
You're just missing a Bronco, bro.
Oh,
somebody. Anyways, what's up, guys? Welcome back. We're excited to have you. If this is your first time, please subscribe, like, and comment. And we have videos every week. Every Tuesday we upload.
We sure do.
And well, let's get right into it. We have some current events that happened over the week since the last episode.
Yes, my mic is super tripping right now.
Oh, are you?
I'm just gonna.
There you go.
I'm just gonna find
Mr. Grabby over here.
Sorry, guy. I just gotta find the sweet spot.
It's all right, man. All right. So first off, we have Brandon Moreno was asked on his fight coming up, or potential fight rematch, I guess you would say, with Figueiredo.
Yes.
All right. So he says, I told my manager that I'm ready for April, and he's pushing the UFC hard. But apparently, Figueiredo thinks a little differently than us. When he was cornering his brother, he looked a little chubby. So I don't really know if April would work.
Oh, my boy's throwing the shots out there.
He's looking a little thick. In the words of Brendan Shaw, thick.
A little thick with some C's in it. To be honest with you, this fight has to happen.
Has to.
It can happen in April. It can happen in May. It's no importa, compa. I don't mind. I'm okay with either or. But this fight has to happen.
I think it's funny that he says he looks a little chubby. I'm like, dude, you guys weigh like 135 pounds, 145 pounds.
Maybe, I mean,
there's like no chubby
walking
in there.
around, that's what yeah. Chubby and 125 pounds are not even in anywhere near the same sentence, bro.
If you call a 135er chubby, I'm like obese, man. I'm like,
you know what? Yeah, exactly. You know who's a little chubby right now?
Who?
The king of cringe, my boy Cejudo.
Yeah.
You know he ain't never coming back to 125.
Well, speaking about chubby, did you see Khabib's face? Did you see that little video?
Yeah, I didn't know if that was real or if that was fake. Apparently that was real.
That was real, and apparently, I don't know what it was, but he was like recovering for something where his face just got like swolled up.
Yeah, it happened like a month prior to the Justin Gaethje fight, and he was still able to win that fight in the second round. You know, that just speaks to who Khabib is as a fighter.
Yeah.
But nevertheless, that dude, that looked like a straight Instagram, Snapchat filter.
Right. I didn't think it was real because it was like, oh, there's no way. I've seen filters where they like square off your face. I was like, Khabib's face is super thin. There's no way his jaw all of a sudden expanded. And then DC was talking about it today on the Ariel and DC show, or DC and Ariel Hawani show.
Yeah. I haven't caught up on that show in a while. I've been too busy making the Ringside Beer shows. You know what I mean? For everybody that wants MMA content. I'm not saying don't tune in over there, but I am saying tune in over here.
Yo, check us out first, and then if you have enough time, go to the other ones.
Or you don't have to.
We don't have to. We got it all here, guys.
But to tie it back into the 125 division, the fight that has to happen is Figueiredo and Brandon Moreno. But if we may speak a little bit on Cody Garbrandt and his ability to go in either the 125 division or the 135 division.
Oh, let's do it, man.
Let's speak on that. So it looks like here, Cody Garbrandt has been calling out Jose Aldo for some time, and he dropped a tweet saying, "We doing this? Jose Aldo, Dana White? Question mark, question mark. We both say send the contracts." Some strong arm emojis.
Dude, this is what I'm saying. If both fighters want it, why aren't they announcing that? Should be either the main event on a fight night or added onto a pay-per-view on the main card, you know?
Yeah, I agree.
That's definitely main card worthy.
And it's not like it's anyone's taking a shot over each other, and it's really like a fight to make. I'm all for it. Cody's got to get back in that ring. Whether it's at 35 or 25, I'm okay with either or. I really want to see him at 25 against Figueiredo, but that has to happen after the Brandon Moreno fight if Brandon Moreno does not win, which is a whole other subject. Because if we're picking, I'm picking Brandon Moreno, bro. And you know I've been on a heater.
Over Figueiredo?
Yep.
Really?
Yeah, I just feel it, bro. Something in the air.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, I'll do a little bet on that too.
Let's do it.
Anyway,
$5, bro.
Anyways.
Let's do it, bro. You got to shake on camera, guy.
Let's do it. Well, whenever they announce it, yeah, but yeah, $5, I'll definitely.
Yep.
Oh, look at this. So this happened yesterday. Gina Carano did an interview with Ben Shapiro on his YouTube show.
Yes.
For the Daily Wire. And kind of what we spoke on the last episode, our last podcast, is, how did things come about? Gina Carano was just talking about, she was getting bullied essentially from the she didn't mention any names,
right,
pretty much from the top. And she was talking about how certain people, like if you speak out, because she's a Republican and she was speaking out on everything that was going on, she's the main star. She's like the second star from The Mandalorian. There's people, you have people that, that work on the set, hundreds of people, especially on a Disney set like that. You have hundreds of people that probably think the same way, but can't speak out because, for a fact they're about to lose their jobs. And Gina Carano was,
she was the catalyst. Yeah,
exactly. And she was the first one, but it's just showing that she was just talking about how there's a double standard, how some actors can get away by saying anything they want, and which is true because we did the research on that. And how she can't even voice her own political opinion or just have anything without offending somebody, pretty much, which is a shame.
It is, and it's just a reflection in today's day and age where you are penalized if you do, you're penalized if you don't. And that's why so many people die on their shield. You're going to go out on what you believe, and sometimes people get a little too passionate, and they express themselves in ways that may not appease others. In this scenario where Gina Carano expressed her own feelings, it rubbed people the wrong way. And that's fine, because in my opinion, if you don't got some haters, you ain't doing something right.
You know what? And she was talking about how most of the hate, Disney or Lucasfilms had told her to have like an interview, right? Or like a meeting with like 40 other people. She's like, dude, I'm already shy as it is. Like, what am I apologizing for? Like, what is this all about? And it's just what? People already attacking me. So what? People can attack me even more face to face? Like what is this interview about? And they want to do a public apology. They made Gina. They wanted to Gina say things word for word. They couldn't land on two. It came down to like 2 words. These are her words. That I was like, we couldn't even come to terms. It's just like, dude, like how many times do I have to say sorry? It started with a transgender little beep bop boop on the using your pronouns on Twitter.
We actually went into it on the previous podcast, so please feel free to check that out.
Yeah, and it was just for us. I mean, I'll speak on myself. I didn't think it was offensive whatsoever.
I wasn't offended either.
The first thing I went to, I was like, oh, she's on Star Wars. She's making a reference off R2D2.
If I could even take it a step further, look at these backdrop lights that are on here. It's almost Star Wars vibe. Right. You know what I mean? So it's like everything about this chick right now is Star Wars,
Yeah, and it was just funny how you said it was damn if you do, damn if you don't, is because she even went to apologize. Apparently there's this like transgender community leader who she had to meet, and maybe this is through Disney, how she had to go meet. They had a conversation, everything went well, and that was that. But they still wanted her to apologize even more. And she's like, dude, what more do you want? Like, what are you talking about? I'm not going to bend over backwards. Like, what?
Another celebrity that went through something similar to that was Kevin Hart.
Oh, that's right.
In regards to, hosting the Emmys or the Oscars or whichever one it was. Nevertheless, these people are going through these scenarios where they're given a platform. We praise them for the things that we do. But then now in today's day and age, it's a nitpicking of like, how can I deplatform you, or how can I make it that it's us versus you? It's a very interesting time. It's us versus them, and it's really unfortunate that we've came down to this. But I do respect when people will die on that shield, because when you get to a point and it's like you can't express yourself without the ability to disagree.
Yeah.
Right? Like, where have we lost that? We can have a discussion and have an ability to disagree and still conduct and function, efficiently.
Yeah, still act like adults. It just doesn't make any sense to me where it started with that tweet. If you watch the interview, and I highly suggest that you do, because she lets it all out. is it started with that tweet, but yet the Twitter trolls were going after. Obviously, they go into your history, and they, kind of like how they did Kevin Hart, like, "Hey man, 14 years ago you said this." Dude, 14 years ago, I was like 20-something, 14 years ago, I was like 18. You're telling me at that age you never did nothing dumb? Yeah. You never said nothing dumb? Exactly. You were squeaky clean? Come on, get out of here, guys.
Exactly, yeah. Once again, you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. Yeah. But all she can do is just continue to express what her intent was. And from there, we are able to consume it how we want. And that's the beautiful thing about this whole scenario. As horrible as it is that people are, they're getting their panties in a bunch about lots of things, right? The easiest thing to do is just pick it out and go about your day, right? You don't got to make a scene. Like, you're not going to sue the underwear company because, their panties ride you real tight. You're going to, pick out the wedgie and keep it pushing. So maybe a bad analogy.
Valid. I was whatever. Like, where are you going here with Hayes?
I'm just saying, like, everybody tends to have their panties in a bunch today's day and age.
Yeah. I mean, I just want to give some light. There's the interview that came out. I'm really happy that she was able to tell it in her own voice, which is surprising that Disney didn't even give her a call. They let Twitter let her know that she got fired.
Fed her to the wolves.
But there's not even that. It's like, dude, one of the biggest companies, Disney, can't even let you know, hey, here's the heads up, here's your paperwork, you're fired, we're going to let you go by the end of the week, yada, yada, or, something. Yeah. Keep it professional. Disney not do that, it was kind of like, come on,
They purposely intended to have that type of vicious ill intent, just ill intent from the jump.
From all the negative, now moving forward, what was it, like a week or so? Since this happened, everything's looking pretty positive for her. Have you been seeing cancel Disney Plus trending? Yep. Have you seen that? Yep. That has been trending lately in support of Gina Carano. Executives at Disney are freaking out because of that. And
absolutely.
And Gina Carano is still getting plenty of work done. She's coming out with a new film and helping out with the Daily Wire, who also supports her views and is open. They're not discriminating no one. So.
No, I love it. It's like at the end of the day, she was penalized for speaking her mind, but now she's being rewarded. Yeah. And I think that is, we just got to be able to expect people to think differently and to just be able to agree to disagree. You know,
you
find a common ground and don't try to just like deplatform.
No, you have to like hear each other's voices, and people grew up different. It's just. To think that everyone should be the same is just crazy.
Or to be able to like have to agree, Yeah. I mean, we could all not agree on things, but that's fine. Yeah. We can leave it at that. I mean, unless you want to step outside, and then we can step outside too.
But they don't want to step outside with Gina Carano. She put all the hands on them, dude.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Exactly.
She's smacking Mickey Mouse around for no reason.
Yeah, that's the last person she wants to
anyways, I'm excited for Gina Carano that she was able to come out of this with her head held high. She's also doing it for the people that don't have a voice. She's saying like, I hate bullies. They've been bullying me. And you know what? It's not gonna stop. I'm gonna be the voice for these kids. I'm gonna
say it right now, bro. I don't like bullies either. Nah, never have, never will.
Me either, man. I got picked on when I was a kid, and I remember I told this kid, I was like, "Hey, I'm gonna bat." Oh, well, I shouldn't have said this on tape. But anyways, it was settled.
It was resolved.
It was resolved. But yeah, it's just like, dude, I can't stand bullies because it's like, hey, you want to bully me?
I mean, I'm thankful.
I'm more than happy to
I'm thankful for the bullies that I had in my life because it got me to where I am. I mean, I have the black belt in Taekwondo and all these other things, but nevertheless, you have to get that confidence from somewhere, and it takes standing up to a bully. So
exactly,
for all you people out there, don't let nobody bully you.
No,
you got to stand up.
Especially not from Mickey Mouse. All right, guys.
Exactly.
We're just happy for Gina Carano. If you haven't checked it out, I'll put a link in the description for you guys to check it out. It's a good interview.
Yes.
All right, what do we got next? All right, so speaking about a little teasing, Kamaru Usman, what was it, last week saying like, you know what, I'm feeling a little generous. And then start of this week, what's he say?
Yeah, he says he's not feeling so generous anymore.
Yeah, what's he say? So he says, fuck it, I'm not feeling generous anymore. Anyone can get it, and still. Not anyone, because you're not giving it to Masvidal anymore.
Any one of you fellas can get it.
Except for Masvidal.
Except for Masvidal. And my boy George even responded. He said, "That's what I thought." Full camp. He says, "Nope." Got cold feet when you heard we say yes. Hashtag free Britney.
Ooh, free Britney. Dude, talk about free Britney. Did you see that documentary?
Yeah, it's pretty fascinating. So, like,
oh my God.
If you actually ask people that are not of our age, like maybe a little older, they have a whole different outlook on that whole scenario, at least from the people surrounding me. But then when you actually like watch the documentary and you're like, oh, you were just operating on what you were told. Now that this is out, are you sure you want to, like
that paparazzi?
I'm just saying.
That paparazzi made me sick. Where he's like, "Well, she didn't tell us to back off. We would have backed off in a day, or
Oh, come on, guy.
Come on, man. You don't see her breaking down, crying, and you're just trying to make that money.
From that was their thrill. That's dinner and a show for them.
Dude, Britney.
Unfortunately.
So, little fun fact: Britney Spears was the first cassette tape I ever got.
Hey, boy, you remember having those like little tiny little like I don't even know what it'd be called, iPod little thing. You put it in there and it had like NSYNC or Backstreet Boys or Britney Spears, bro, and a little headset or your toothbrush, the singing toothbrush. Maybe I'm just a little younger than you, but yeah, we had that.
Yeah, no, we didn't have that. I had a cassette tape, and then so my headsets were like, it was aluminum with a little rubber pad, and I thought I was a shit, dude. I was like, oh, I got my Walkman. Yeah, what's up, guys?
Yeah,
what's up? Yeah. And for those of you who took it to school, we would cut the little hole inside the pocket with the sweater and just have the hoodies on there. I probably should have been paying attention more in school, but anyways.
Nah.
And which is, how did we get, free Britney. There we go. George Mason. Why did he even say that, though? Hashtag free Britney.
Probably just because, once again, he's trying to hit the algorithms.
Probably.
It's been
trending, man. It's been trending.
No, I don't know. But maybe he's just saying, because Britney had shaved her head one time, Camaro's bald. I don't know. Maybe something like that. I'm just throwing stuff out here. Know. But to tie it back in, Ariel Helwani even spoke on the rematch between Camaro and George Masvidal, and he says this fight's not dead. Honestly, I'd be shocked if this fight between Usman and Masvidal does not happen. They're pretty close from what I'm told.
Now, weren't they talking about them being the Ultimate Fighter coaches?
That was in the rumor mill. I would like for that to happen. But if it doesn't happen, I would like to see Colby versus Usman as the coaches. That'd be cool too. Some drama. You got to have some drama.
That's going to be game bread all day because, him and Usman, have been beefing. That has not been settled. Colby versus Usman has already been settled. Usman already broke Colby's jaw.
But it did go all 5 rounds, bro.
Still.
I'm just saying, if Colby comes back and he wins another fight or two.
Well, that's the thing. He has to get a fight. He had the opportunity to fight Leon Edwards. He said, no, I don't fight bums and yada, yada. I'm like, dude, you haven't fought either since Usman. What, you going to jump right back in the title shot? You got to fight into someone else.
Yeah, I'm torn about Colby Covington because he's, really good, but I can't stand the dude. So it's like I try to give him the benefit of the doubt and, put him into play here because you can't forget him. But also, it's you don't really want to reward his, you don't want to reward that behavior.
I wonder what's going to happen with his gimmick because obviously, if you're an MMA fan, you know it's a gimmick.
You know it's a gimmick, and his president is no longer in office.
So his president?
I'm just saying because he would love to, that's my president. So my thing is now, what's the gimmick here? What's the angle?
Yeah, because he can't
be wearing the MAGA hats. The MAGA hat, it's got to be hidden in the closet now. Yeah. These times are different now. So, what's your gimmick here? I really am interested to see. I really want to know.
Yeah, he needs to get back there and just get in the winning column again.
That's what I'm saying.
And just get some fights under his belt because he can go back there and fight and win.
Exactly, bro. He's good. He's really good.
Yeah,
and that's why I can't stand the dude.
Yeah, but you know what I can stand? I can. Is some Ringside beer.
Yes, sir.
There we go.
I can stand a couple of some Ringside beers right now.
A couple. Let's get a picture.
On draft.
On draft.
Here we go, guys. Ringside beer. Since 2012, committed to bringing fight fans quality lagers and ales. Ringside beer is proud to offer fresh beer in both 16-ounce cans and on draft. Look for our flagship American-style lager, Irish-style red ale, or any of our other beers in your area. Shop at ringsidebeerstore.com for t-shirts, hats, and tap handles. Get in touch at ringsidebeer.com. Get in the ring. Be ringside. Ringside Beer.
And for our viewers, you get an extra 25% off when you go visit the ringsidebeerstore.com and enter promo code The Ringside Beer Show.
You know what, guys? All you got to do for 25 seconds of your time, you get 25% off.
Dang, that was sweet. That you kind of do the little Geico commercial.
Shout out to Geico, but no copyright.
But no copyright. What else? Yeah, so check out downtown Sarasota. You can go into your local bars, look for the Irish Red Ale tap handle, and get yourself some Irish Red Ale.
They look
Ringside
exactly
beer.
like that too, guys.
Exactly. So if you walk into a bar and you see this tap handle, this is our Ringside beer.
And if you walk into a bar and you see a tap handle that looks like that, but it ain't the Ringside beer, please let us know.
Oh, you let us know.
Please. Because we gotta reach out to that place.
Yeah, because we're the only ones that are allowed to have boxing gloves and MMA tap handles.
You know how I said no copyright up front? This is what we talking about, copyright.
Yeah. Ignore the rest of it. Anyways, let's get right into the meat and greedy, the fight recap.
Let's do it.
Dude, Curtis Blaydes versus Derek Lewis,
UFC Vegas
19. Dude.
Let's speak on the most interesting thing of the night.
Now, let's first off, this whole card was kind of weird in a sense to the refs, to the weigh-ins.
Had some weird vibes going on.
Everything. So we'll kick it off with it. For first off, the weigh-ins, not even the fight starting. Yeah. It broke history. Rafael Alves weighed at 157.5 pounds for a scheduled featherweight bout against Patrick Sabini.
I'll take it.
11.5 pounds over the contracted mark. It was the biggest weight miss in UFC history. Alvarez versus Sabini was removed from Saturday's UFC Fight Night card due to lopsided miss.
Hold on. My question is, if this guy weighed so much overweight, he knew prior to going in there that he was going to be overweight. So why would he have even stepped on the scale and given that weight? Because that just pulled before, you know.
Oh,
God,
I'm touching the wire.
Sorry, bro.
No, it's all right, man. Go ahead, man.
Get a little hype, bro. Who misses by 11 pounds?
Seriously, might as well just don't even show up. Blame COVID. Just something.
Something.
I ain't feeling too good, bro.
My neck and my back.
Dude.
Something, bro. You know?
Where did that come? Hey, speak Spanish over here.
I need 150,000.
What is that?
You remember that from Friday?
Yeah, I need $150,000, but we can
settle
out of court
right now. $20
for a thin mint. No, man, dude, 11.5 pounds. That's ridiculous, man. I've seen 1, 2, 3. 3 still kind of pushing, but 11.5, you just don't care. But look at this. I mean, I really felt bad for for Rafael Alvarez because that's just shame. You just shamed your coaches, your training partner. Like, dude, 11.5 pounds. How?
Yeah, like exactly. And then just to go up there and you're putting yourself out there for us to be like, oh my God, look at that. You know, the reaction that he had was warranted.
Yeah. All right. So before we go into the next current event, which was Casey, what was his name? Casey Skelly. There we go. He was in the middle. He walked to the cage. First time in history where a UFC fighter pulls out while his opponent is in cage, which is what was it? Emmers?
Yes.
Jamal Emmers, yep. Who's suffering from back spasms in the back before his walkout. So they had to cancel it, and Casey Sky didn't know what to do. He was more like, hey, man, Michael Bisping, am I still getting my bonus or what? Like, I'm getting my show and my bonus, for winning? And, anyways, he had fun with the media in the back. And before we play the video, let me put the audio on so we can watch and react to it.
Yes.
But, yeah, go ahead and speak on that, man.
Well, when I had found out that the dude was still standing in the ring and the fight had got canceled, I really never heard of that happening. So I'm glad you reiterated that that's the first time. It was kind of crazy because, he was looking around, and I'm like, somebody's got to know something going on here.
Yeah.
But it just reminded me of when, COVID happened and the basketball teams were playing and both teams were out on the court. And I remember I'm just watching, and they pulled one team and they told the other team to go back, and the refs went back. And I looked at my lady, and I'm like, oh, basketball season's over. And she was like, no way. And I was like, oh, 100% it's over.
Yeah.
And after that, it was over.
Let's do it. All right, so here's the clip. Here's his song that he was serenading the media with. And let me know what you guys think.
Always have to fuck her hard. In fact, sometimes that's not right to do. Sometimes you got to make some love and fucking give her some smooches too. Sometimes you got to squeeze. And sometimes you got to say please. And sometimes you got to say, hey, I'm gonna fuck you softly. I'm gonna screw you gently. I'm gonna hump you sweetly. I'm gonna ball you discreetly. Then you say, hey, I bought you flowers. And then you say, wait a minute, Sally. Think I got something in my teeth. Can you get it out for me? That's fucking teamwork.
Whoa.
Get it, baby, dude.
There was potential there.
Dude,
I'll give him that.
Dude, but you turned a negative into a positive, and dude, I saw this and I could not stop laughing, man.
Yo, I'm for sure gonna keep up with this guy now after this.
Dude, he's just great. I just like to see their personality, because if his fight wouldn't have got canceled, we wouldn't have seen this. It was just him having fun, man, and making the most out of the shitty situation.
Yeah. No, I want to download this song. I will hope it's on Apple Music.
Why did it like? I want to fuck you.
It was very interesting. I got to hear it one more time, but we'll wait for after the podcast.
Yeah,
I'm for sure gonna hear this at least.
Hopefully, you guys enjoyed that. That was from MMA Junkie that uploaded that video.
Thanks, MMA Junkie.
Love you guys. Here we go. Derek Lewis versus Curtis Blaydes. All right. We know you won. I paid your $5, right?
You did. You did. But sup with it.
Sup with it. Dude, I am telling you, man. Exactly how we thought the fight was going to happen happened.
Yeah.
I thought Curtis Blaydes was going to look more technical, which he did. I thought the way Derek Lewis was going to win was by landing that one punch.
I wasn't expecting it to be the punch it was. I was expecting something more of like overhand. But throughout the fight, I noticed Curtis Blaydes had the potential to beat Derek Lewis. It's just he did not.
Oh, he had the technical ability to do it.
It's just he didn't like. There was just that added step or something. It was something was missing to get past that wall. He had to get over that hill. But what was cool, man, is I started noticing Derek Lewis was setting up for that uppercut. He kept trying to land it and even like force it in a sense, and you can just kind of see he was setting it up for it, and the next thing you know, boom, boom.
Yeah, Curtis Blaydes shoots for a takedown, and Curtis Blaydes timed a perfect uppercut, binked, rocked him. A second one that snuck in there. He didn't really hit that hard. Curtis Blaydes falls backwards, and then two vicious right hands to finish off Curtis Blaydes. I mean, he was already knocked out because his back of his head smacked the canvas.
Stiff like a board.
Stiff, and then he gets two additional right hands.
And they were nasty, bro. They were huge.
I felt bad because that's like him giving you all his strength, and there's not a damn thing you can do about it.
Derek Lewis had posted a picture of Curtis Blaydes seized up on the floor like this.
With a thumbs up,
and he circled it, and he was like, he's okay.
Yeah, Derek Lewis with his memes, and then Curtis Blaydes coming back from getting knocked out. He's, dude, what happened? Yeah, you got knocked out. Look at that.
Yeah,
Look at that. Look at that.
Shots were nasty.
You saying, oh, that was Herb Dean's fault. Those two shots landed. He should have been there first. I'm like, hey, that's actually true.
Yeah, it is, because you can see Herb had to cover some ground.
He's like, I ain't trying to get smacked with those right hands.
Exactly. But do you blame him? Like, I don't blame him. Well, this is the cool thing about this fight. Derek Lewis just took out the number 2 guy.
Yep.
So who else do you give him? You either give him the winner of Ngannou Stipe, or you give him the winner of the Jones fight after that. So Jones is going to fight, obviously, because everybody says it. So then you give Derek Lewis the fight after that.
Dude, this is the thing about John Jones. He's no way in hell he's going to take that Derek Lewis fight.
John Jones would beat the brakes off Derek Lewis.
You know, funny little stat about John Jones? He only fights once a year, except in 2019, he fought twice. In 2011, when he was a rookie coming up, or amateur, well, he was a pro, but I'm just saying.
A young lad.
A young pro. He fought 4 times in 2011.
Other than that, once a year?
Once a year. He only fights once a year.
Yeah, cocaine will do that to you.
But I'm just like, I was looking at his record, and I was just like, wait a minute. He really only fights once a year. Just recently, in 2019, he fought twice.
He goes through some wars, man. And, like, once again, just I have to reflect back to the resume when it comes to Jon Jones. If you look at the guys he's fought, man, like.
Well, this is the thing. If he fights Derek Lewis, I think the same. All right, so, yes, technically, Jon Jones has the skill, but let's be real. He's not even coming close to the power of Francis Ngannou or Derek Lewis. Francis Ngannou.
That's all I'm hearing over here, bro.
Well, yeah, because that's Jon Jones' daddy over there. Okay. So Francis Ngannou and Derek Lewis already fought. That was a snooze fest. They didn't throw any punches. Why? Because Francis Ngannou respected Derek Lewis' power. That's the only guy Ngannou has not walked down.
Yeah, that's true. Derek Lewis is a beast.
Yeah, because he could be losing all. That's another fight they were talking about is, you could go fight Volkov again. He was losing every round, every minute, every round, except for the last minute when he landed that bomb and KO'd Volkov. You know he has PTSD from that right hand.
Yeah, bro, 100%. No, man, the way he's been putting out guys, too, I mean, if you look at the 12 knockouts, he ties Vitor Belfort, for the most knockouts in UFC history, which I don't see an asterisk next to Vitor Belfort's name, but there should be one. But anyways, 12 knockouts. This guy brings something to the table that not a whole lot of guys do, and I really respect Derek Lewis, what he's got to offer. But with that being said, it only goes to me to show how good Jon Jones is. I guarantee you, Jon Jones will just technically destroy the man.
Well, this is the thing. So,
Stipe, Ngannou, Jon Jones, do it all, boy.
DC,
Adesanya, you too.
DC and Ariel Helwani were talking about how, let's say Ngannou wins versus Stipe, right? I don't think Jon Jones is going to take that fight with Ngannou. I think he would take the Stipe fight before he fights Ngannou.
So just fight Stipe either which way?
I would say just fight Stipe, and hopefully Stipe retains the belt, but also Stipe fights once a year, man.
Yeah. I got Stipe holding on to the belt, but I do see, like you said, him not fighting again after that until next year. Jon Jones will be on the shelf. He's not fighting in 2021.
Yeah, so what do we do with Derek Lewis? Wait for 2 more years until Jon Jones and Ngannou and Stipe all figure out where
they take advantage of him, and they know that he'll fight anybody, and they put him against somebody, you know?
Yeah.
I don't think that's the right thing to do.
No, I think you got to put...
Make the Derek Lewis-Jon Jones fight happen.
Ooh.
Fuck it. Why not?
Oh, I would love to see that.
Why not?
Oh, my God. I'm guaranteed you're going to go for Jon Jones, right?
Oh, 100, bro.
Oh, I would love to see that.
I'll put some money on it.
I would put way more than $5 on that one.
I'll put way more than $5 on it, too.
Ooh. Come on, UFC, do this.
Maybe something like a $20 bill.
Ariel,
something like it. No, I'm just
kidding. Ariel Helwani says Derek Lewis was a plus 350, pulls off the biggest upset in UFC main event since Michael Bisping at a plus 400 beat Luke Rockhold at UFC 199.
One of my favorite fights ever because Bisping took out a dude that I just genuinely cannot stand.
I don't think this is accurate because wasn't Ronda Rousey versus Holly Holm? Holly Holm was a big.
I don't think she was a. Maybe like a 325. I don't think it was. Yeah,
I could have sworn it was like a.
Martin, where are you at, bro? Martin.
He hasn't made a. We have not talked about him or made an appearance in about what 4 or 5 episodes
now.
Yeah.
Don't worry, we ain't forget about you.
Dang, Martin, I see how it is.
Even though you forgot about us.
Dang, get your first girlfriend and forget about us, bro. No, I'm just kidding, bro. Love you, man.
Give me some dap for that one.
But yeah, I thought Holly Holm versus Ronda Rousey because I know Holly Holm was a big underdog for that fight. But
I mean, I'm not gonna argue with these guys because they're the ones with the reputation on the line.
I know the ESPN statistics, but I'm just saying I could have sworn Holly Holm was a bigger underdog. But anyways,
it just goes to show you the significance though of how much of an underdog he was.
Yeah. Derek Lewis talked after his fight during the interviews. He says, I'm already greased and oiled up for him. So we're ready. I'm going to clap them cheeks. And he's talking about potentially fighting Alistair Overeem.
Although it does make me cringe a little bit, I do enjoy the entertainment of what he was saying. I really do think Derek Lewis will knock out Alistair Overeem. Chen's gone. Dude's done. I wouldn't mind seeing this fight.
Yeah.
I mean, because once again, if you're gonna put John Jones on the shelf and wait,
Yeah. Derek Lewis, I love his personality, man. He says the most random stuff.
Do you know why he said Houston was freezing?
Oh, because
his hot balls wasn't there.
His hot balls were there, dude.
Like my hot balls wasn't there all week, so I know y'all were freezing.
I love Derek Lewis, man. I'm so glad he won.
Yeah, man. It's good for the sport when he does well.
God, man, dude. It was just crazy. A 3-1 underdog to fight Curtis Blaydes, and then he lands that bitch. I'm telling you, man, you need to pour more money. You need to go to, what is it? Odd Shark. Well, DraftKings, you got to pick 5. I believe, what was the other one? My bookie, yes. .ag.
Yeah, as soon as I do that, I'm gonna start losing. That's why I don't want to ruin the juice.
We have to do the same bets, and then you got to be like, all right, I already bet Alex. He's probably on a losing streak still,
True,
so let me put some more money on it.
True, yeah, you're right. True.
It's all good, man. You're on a heater, man. You gotta. This is when you start.
2 months in, and I'm still going strong.
There we go, man. Oh, let's go on to some fight announcements. Angela Hill versus Ashley Yoder got announced on Saturday during the fight nights, and they're fighting this Saturday. So this is a
banger, right?
Super short notice, and definitely Angela Hill coming off of that fight with Michelle Watterson. Jesus, man.
Controversial loss.
Controversial. It could have gone either way, but
I think the last couple Angela Hill fights have been controversial losses.
Right. Her last one was also a controversial loss too, right?
That's why I feel a little bad for Yoder because she's coming in with some vengeance.
Yeah.
My money's on Hill.
Yeah, I'm excited for this one. They're on the main event for this weekend, so that's a fight to look out for.
Yeah, guys, tune in.
Yeah. Oh, I'm excited for Leon Edwards finally getting a fight with Muhammad. It should have been with some. Who the heck is calling? I know it's not me.
It is, bro.
Never again.
Yo, how does Apple be slipping like that? Because I saw him put on the Do Not Disturb.
I have it on Do Not Disturb right there. Anyways, well, that is that.
If I may, I do want to speak just a little bit on this fight. I'm a little bummed out that they gave Edwards Muhammad because Dana White went out on a limb and said if you don't give him somebody up higher, you're disrespecting him, and you just disrespected him.
Yeah.
In all honesty, nothing against Muhammad, dude's a stud, but he should not be fighting Edwards right now. I'm just saying, like this is one of those things. Like I hope Edwards just lays the smack down on this boy,
dude. If anything, he's gonna let out so much aggression, and because Kobe didn't want him, Kobe.
Yep.
Why am I drawing a blank on his last name?
Covington.
Said no. I don't donate to bums.
Winnington.
Masvidal's busy with Usman, and he can't get a fight.
Right.
Khamzat's coming back to the United States to get treated or for lingering effects of COVID. So, yeah, man, he's just like, give me a fight. I don't even care who it is. Give me a fight. Anybody. Lonely. He is so lonely.
I mean, I respect Muhammad for stepping up, though, but it sucks because let's say he wins, he steals all of that shine.
Well, yeah, but, dude, that's the name of the game. It's the name of the game. I don't think that's going to happen. I think Leon Edwards is going to get the win, but I have been on a losing streak, so
I'm gonna pick Edwards too, so you'll be all right.
I'm gonna swap out that cord by the end of this podcast. I'm gonna get you that extra.
I need my hands duct taped to my side.
I know. Y'all like, hey, Mr. Grabby over there.
Been told I'm a little handsy.
All right, what do we got? What do we got next? We got
my boy Brunson, who's finna square up with Holland, and this is gonna be on March 20th, which I'm super excited for because my boy Holland was on a 5-fight heat streak. He fought 5 times last year, something like that.
Scheduled 7, fought 5 or something like that. Dude, he was on
a beast,
heater.
Bro.
Knocked out Jacare. That was his last fight, right?
Yes.
Jacare got taken down on his back, swinging, knocked out Jacare from his back. That's what's telling you, dude.
Just a sign of what to come. My boy's trailblazing to the top. But Brunson is no joke. Dude's got some technical skills. He's well-rounded. And so this is a real big test for Holland. He's finally cracked 10, and now he's ready. He's ready to take on, top 7, top 5. Dude. Might even be ready for a belt sometime soon.
Yeah. Well, Brunson's number 7, so if he beats him, maybe one more fight, and then you get a chance at the title.
Bro, he deserves it.
Dude.
Who fights 5 times in 1 year, bro?
I don't know, but I'm happy for him. Dude. Oh, here we go. This is the one. Mike Perry versus Daniel Rodriguez, April 10th.
You know what's crazy, bro, is I feel like Daniel Rodriguez is a light heavyweight. I don't know why. I just feel like he's a light heavyweight. Dude comes in big, strong, looks way bigger for the division. But you got Mike Perry, who is one of my favorite cats.
Dude, he doesn't even care
about nada.
His only corner is his girl. Because he doesn't want to give no bread, no money to anybody else. Yeah, and I respect that, man. He's the first guy to actually do that. He's like, man, just give me my water, give me my ice bag, and I'm good.
Yeah, bro. I respect it, and that's why I'm going for Mike Perry. Daniel Rodriguez is a gangster.
He's a beast, dude.
But I'm taking my boy Mikey P.
I would agree with you on that one. He just has more experience.
I was pulling up today outside of work. On my lunch, I was smacking an In-N-Out burger, and I'm driving into work, and I won't say where I work, but I seen a McLaren pulling out of the driveway. Now, mind you, I work in
You're like, hey,
some would say a less money-filled area. Okay,
you're like,
so I see a nice clean McLaren. I'm like,
hey, who took my car out?
Okay, somebody got some money, right?
They're like, who stole
got
my
dream car? And then I look in the car because the window was down, and I see my boy Mikey Garcia, G.
Tell him.
And I was like, a little shook, where you're like, oh, like you freaks, you're like, do I take a picture? Like,
yeah.
What? And by the time I came back to, I had In-N-Out dripping out my mouth, and I was just kind of like, damn, nuts, bro.
By Mikey G, he means Mikey Garcia.
Yes, Mikey Garcia.
Boxer, fights out of a Riverside training gym, I think the Garcia gym.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah, and you don't want those problems. So
no,
for all these guys that are trying to call him out in boxing, bro, you don't want those problems.
Dude, he also has the white and blue stripe Viper. Dude, that's always been my dream car.
That is lit, and I sure hope to see that one at my job in the near future.
Like, come to my job, man.
He's there more than you think.
Don't give too many more of your details.
He's there more than you think, and I'll leave it at that.
They'll leave it at that. You're like, you work at the.
I don't know him personally though, but that's the goal.
You're like, where were you at? The Gentleman's Club or what?
You might have to ask that guy.
You're like, oh, the audio just cut out real quick. What?
I'm like, technical difficulties, guys.
Technical difficulties. All right, next up, we have Holly Holm versus Juliana Pena.
Yes.
For the bantamweight, just the bantamweight bout on May 8th.
We got the Venezuelan Vixen.
Yeah. I can't believe Juliana Pena said that Amanda Nunes was ducking her. Did you see what Amanda Nunes was said? He's like, ducking you? You haven't even been you haven't even been ranked up high enough to get on my radar. What are you talking about, ducking you?
She responded, so I mean it's working.
I know,
but somebody's got to do something against Nunes. Somebody's got to get under her skin and like get her going because somebody's got to beat this chick.
Yeah,
and I don't know who it is, bro.
I don't think it's either going to be one of these girls. Holly Holm. I mean, she hesitated for a split second and got caught by an up kick from Nunes. So,
also it just kind of like reflects where she's at in her career. She's not right there at the top. She's just like kind of like.
She's definitely a top contender, but she's not. I don't think she's ever going to be champion again.
Yeah, she's not a title contender for sure.
You don't think so?
No, I don't think so. I feel like those times it's just come and gone, bro. Yeah, a lot of you fight fans love the Frankie Eggers, love the Diego Sanchez's, love the Holly Holmes.
Although you can't put Holly Holmes, dude. She still hasn't been like knocked out. Like,
all I'm saying, bro, is she was relevant when Ronda Rousey was towards the tail end. Ain't nobody talking about Ronda Rousey for years now, bro.
I love Ronda Rousey.
Of course.
She helped me with my career. So,
nothing personal.
Yeah.
I'm referring to the MMA world, which is what she wanted, right? She don't want to be a part of it, and that's fine. Because we want people who are willing to stay, all right? That's all I'm saying. No, but nevertheless, my whole thing is like, Holly Holm was at her peak and most relevant during that era. The era of the Conor McGregor and the Ronda Rousey is over. Now, they're not like, like the Robbie Lawlers and the Diego Sanchez. I was just being bold. But you guys got my gist there. You got the idea of what I was trying to say.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Her time, so
maybe not prime, but this is what's crazy about it. She came from boxing, and do you ever see her last boxing event? Or
no, I didn't see that.
She got brutally knocked out. Not like MMA, not like she got knocked out through the fence, or not through the fence, through the ropes.
Yep.
Referee, she was like hanging from the ropes. Referee shook her off, still knocked out. Made her fight again, gets knocked out one more time, gets pushed through the ropes again, and like kind of flops and just leaning against the floor. I was like, dude, the ref literally said, "Nah, you're good, shake him off." And she was like, "All right, what?"
That's my kind of ref, though. No, that's my kind of guy.
Dude, he was like, "Nah, you're gonna get knocked out for sure tonight."
He's like, I put money on the parlay. Somebody got to get knocked out.
Yeah, no, I have money on it. No, all right. Well, that's exciting. That's going to be an exciting fight. But on to the next one. We have Vivian Araujo versus Caitlin Kugenhagen.
Yes, bro. This is going to be a cool little banger, too.
Yeah, May 15, women's flyweight.
Sup with it? After my birthday, little after birthday present.
Don't. All right, guys, we're getting to a little segment called Fights This Weekend.
We got some fights this week.
We got MMA for the MMA heads and some boxing. So the first one, MMA UFC Fight Night, Rosenstruck versus Gain, heavyweight bout. You know what? Maybe Derek Lewis can fight one of the winners of this.
I don't think they deserve it, but sure.
I mean, you have to do something with the heavyweight division because Stipe is going to, and Nganou's tied up. They're going to fight John Jones. That's going to be next year or late this year. You just got to
give Lewis somebody that's going to keep him at the top, bro, because he deserves a title shot.
Yeah. My hope is Stipe versus Ngannou. I hope it doesn't go all rounds. I hope it ends in the first round, so a quick knockout. So there's a quick turnaround. You get the heavyweight division moving forward, and like you said, declutter the clutter, right?
Yeah, man, you gotta unclog that drain, buddy.
You gotta unclog the drain. Some Drano.
Scoop out. Yeah, exactly. Use the Drano. Scoop out that hair.
So that will be this weekend for the MMA.
Yes.
And for boxing, we got the big boxing fight. Canelo's coming back versus Yildirim.
Bro, I'm having deja vu because I feel like this boy just fought recently, and I have a feeling that he's supposed to fight again pretty damn soon.
Oh, he will. I'm pretty sure Canelo's gonna win.
Yeah.
If I want to put money on it.
Yeah, I'm going with Canelo. I'm going with Canelo.
Going Canelo all day. But yeah, no, I'm definitely gonna watch this fight first and then watch the MMA one after.
Yeah, I'm really not too pumped on the card, the MMA card this weekend. So my excitement is on the Canelo fight. But best believe, guys, we got a job to do, so we're gonna tune in.
Oh yeah, we're gonna watch both. What are you doing for the fights? Are you gonna be at your girl's house or what?
As far as I know, we don't have any plans Saturday, but I could be mistaken. But as far as I know, generally, that's the plan.
We'll see. I think, my dad works, so I think I might be able to just stay home, and I kind of want to do a fight companion, so we'll see. Maybe that's still up in the air.
If you guys drop some comments, make me feel a little guilty. I'll make it happen.
Do it.
Please drop a comment and be like, "Smooth, we need the fight companion."
Say smooth.
Just say smooth. Sup with it. Just be like, sup with it.
All right, guys. Well, that will pretty much wrap up.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Episode 28, man. Episode 28.
28.
Well, enjoy the fights this weekend. Make sure you check out Canelo versus Yildirim. Check out Rosenstruck versus Gain. Make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe on our channel. We appreciate all the support. We're going to have a big giveaway coming up. I'm kind of a little torn by it, but... And
it does hurt the heart, but I promise this is investing into you fans and to the brand.
I think most of you fans are going to like this one, and it's going to be a big giveaway. So just keep an eye out for that. I put a lot of hard work into this one.
Yeah, a lot of time, a lot of sweat, a lot of tears.
I'm probably going to be tearing up when I give it away too. I'll be like,
Yeah.
But anyways, we want to grow the channel. I think this is going to help the channel grow. And hopefully by the next episode, we'll have it announced.
Yes, sir.
With that being said, we love you guys. We appreciate you. And remember,
be ringside. Sup with it?
Later, guys. Love you.